Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, we're live.
Jeez Louise.
I am Big Elvis the Chef Roseberg.
I'm Ulrich.
And we are here taking on these YouTube streets once again. It's Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
No notifications. No warnings. No preparation. We're here.
Here we are.
Nothing written in the description.
No, I do that. That's unnecessary. That's fluff. When I get to the point.
Come on. Yo, how are you, my friend?
I'm pretty good.
Good to see
I'm
you.
solid.
You looking good? Oh,
Thank you.
let me get this less on me and more on you.
Okay.
Bam.
I was fine with how it was, but this is good too.
I like this. I like it. Looks good. It looks good.
What, this thing? I probably wore this on the show before.
Yeah,
This has
yeah.
a semi-rotation.
It's in your semi-rotation.
Yeah. I always liked it. But this is an interesting thing you get.
I've worn this 3 times. This is the 4th time I'm wearing it.
I don't ever recall you wearing that.
Now,
Ever in my life.
take a look at this. How cool is this?
What?
I got this at a thrift shop.
How is that possibly cooler than this leather blade?
Look, it's those paisley handkerchiefs, but it's 100% silk, bro. This ain't polyester, rayon. It's 100% silk, made in Italy. I'll put it in this pocket. You're not impressed.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just thought it looked so good, and it's black. Normally it's blue and white. This is black and white. Let me fix this big belly.
It looks fresh.
Thank you. I'm here for you, Ulrich, and the people, of course. Oh, yeah.
Are you comfy?
I am comfortable. This is a fact. How's your week been? Oh, your week just started. Normally we talk about the ending of your week.
Yeah, I just came off a vacation. And
spring break?
Yeah, had a nice little vacation, but I didn't even necessarily do anything. So, yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm having a hard time getting to a normal sleeping pattern. So, I'm a little crazy. And I'm drinking too much caffeine. But otherwise, life is good.
How are you getting the caffeine?
How am I getting the caffeine?
Yeah, what is the outlet for your caffeine?
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
America runs on it. And what are you getting at the Dunkin' Donuts?
I don't know, it varies, but it would be something like a latte or macchiato kind of thing, like so, maybe, but I only get like maybe 2 pumps of whatever flavor it is.
Whatever flavor. Do you get any of the donuts?
No.
See that?
It's not that I've never
I go to the Dunkin' Donut, I would have to fight that urge to get the donut.
No,
it'll be the donut that's like.
It's like not that I never ever had, but you know, not like there's probably 5% time at the times I go to Dunkin' Donuts.
And when you go to Dunkin' Donuts, have a donut. What's the donut of your choice?
Apple crumb donut.
Apple crumb donut. Is there apples on top of this donut?
No, it's like there's frosting and little, like, I don't know, little crunchies, frosting and crunchies, and inside it's like almost like apple pie inside, but it's not too much. And usually I don't like that stuff, but with the frosting, it's like the perfect.
What kind of frosting? What color is the frosting?
It's green flavor, but it's just like any kind of frosting, but it's good. It's a perfect, like with the frosting and the apple thing, it just works perfect. Because I don't like apple stuff. Like I don't like apple pie, because the big problem with apple pie and fruit pies is like the crust and whatever ratio to the apple fruit thing ratio is disgusting. There's so much of the fruit thing. It's like too much. If there was maybe like a line of that crust and maybe some frosting, then apple pie would be delicious. It would be tasty.
But apple pie has too much of that innards.
It's all innard.
Part of the pie. Right? You barely taste the crust of the pie.
Yeah.
Or even
it's too much, man. And it's like it's taken it to a point that it's overdone. If it was just a little sliver, delicious. Like and maybe a thicker crust, but still like a thicker crust layer.
So you would prefer a thicker
icing
pie
than a little icing. Yeah, but slightly like thick, like this thick, this then a thicker crust, and the crust is a little, maybe too flaky, maybe just a little crustier. Like you know those.
Wait, are we talking about the bottom of the crust or the top of the crust?
Oh, I didn't even think. The bottom can just be normal. The bottom can be just normal crust, whatever the normal crust is at the bottom. But then whatever top crust is like a little thicker layer, so it's almost like a layer cake, like a
So
crunch.
you want the poor man's apple pie.
And then the ice cake, like icing.
Icing.
Oh, like McDonald's icing pie is better than regular apple pie.
You talking about the McDonald's pie that they sell?
It's better than regular apple pie because they don't overdo with the frosting. I don't.
Oh, the innards. You mean the
innards. That's what I meant. I keep calling frosting.
Yeah, the filling.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I think what happened with the apple was that the apple pie got bigger because it represented us as a country. America, apple pie, bigger, like everything is bigger in Texas. So there's these huge pies that came around like in the 1950s in these diners and stuff like that. So much different than they were previously because it was so impoverished that it wasn't like this huge influx of these huge pies. So the fact that what you're asking for might be kind of like more original than something that's out of the box.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, for me, when I go into the Dunkin' Donuts, it's the Boston cream. I love the Boston cream donut. It's a round donut with no hole in the donut. A small thin layer of chocolate icing on the top.
Yeah.
And literally just a dip of the ice cream, and it covers that top part. Then on the side, they fill it in with it's almost a pudding.
It's yellow.
It's a yellowish pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see your
but
face.
If it was if it was the cream, it would be delicious, like actual cream. But they put that custard.
And let me just say this: I am aware in these YouTube streets that there was like 14 pause-worthy moments in this conversation. We are aware of that. Don't think because we didn't say pause is that we're like, they ain't up on what's really popping. We understand that there was a lot of ayos, pauses, and ooh no going around in there, but we chose to leave that alone. But that's where I go with
the real pause is the one who's freaking refereeing our conversations for pause moments. That's the real purr.
No, you can't help it. That's our time right now.
Oh, purr.
You can't. Oh, purr, right? Yeah. That's what they put. PURRR, right? There you go. Purr, y'all.
Purr.
Yeah. Well, what we have, you and I have, it's a je ne sais quoi chemistry of the potting world that they can't understand. So.
Men also don't say je ne sais quoi.
Oh my God, that was one of my lines coming up. Je ne sais quoi.
That's right.
I used to tell women like those rowdy chicks, those real rambunctious, loud chicks, and they'd be like, "I'm sorry, I'm so loud." I said, you have the it factor, you have that je ne sais quoi. Don't be so hard on yourself.
That's a good thing.
And that would work.
Yeah,
but that would just be part of the game. Those are my lies.
Yeah, that's fair. If you, I get it in that sense.
So today I was thinking about what's going on in the news is Mike Tyson is going to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of opinions about that. So many opinions going on right now about Mike Tyson, 57 years old, fighting someone who's 31 years younger, or his junior. What say you about a 57-year-old Mike Tyson who's only lost 6 fights in his career? He's had 40-something knockouts with 50-something wins.
Buster Douglas, Lennox Lewis.
Twice.
No, Lennox Lewis once. Twice to Evander Holyfield. Once to this white guy. I forget. That was like his last fight. Galata. Maybe something.
No, not Galata.
Andrew Galata.
Not Andrew Galata.
Sure, but I don't know.
He didn't lose to Andrew Galata. Galata's the guy. I actually saw Andrew Galata and Riddick Bowe fight in Madison Square Garden with all those riots.
Riddick Bowe was a monster. Mike Tyson ducked Riddick Bowe. Mike Tyson would have never ever beaten Riddick Bowe. Never would have beaten Riddick Bowe. I guarantee you would not beat Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe was too good. Riddick Bowe was a mismatch for Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, look, he never got to fight. But Mike Tyson facing Jake Paul. I mean, come on, first of all, it's a money grab fight. It's not a fight to be taken seriously. It's not a fight to watch if you're a fan of boxing. It's a fight to watch for whatever spectacle, and to pray.
It's not a fight to watch if you're a fan of boxing.
Yeah.
Yo, dude,
anybody, but that's not even, anybody would say that.
No. Don't give you're not giving yourself no credit, sir. I've watched everyone in their opinion. That was the best statement that I've heard yet. It's a little closer to what's his name with the UFC, the president Dana White. That's more closer to what Dana White was saying than anything. Wait, I gotta turn off that black light. It's blinking. Let me go back to this. There we go. So it kind of resembles a little bit like Dana White. And here's another thing. Can you elaborate a little bit? I want you to elaborate on that. Can you take off your seatbelt too? I just realized you have your belt on.
Elaborate on why I don't think you'd be a fan of boxing. Why you'd be a fan of boxing if you're a fan of people who are watching fights should not watching this because they're
people that are a fan of boxing should not be watching.
No, not
this.
Should. I'm talking shoulds, but I'm saying if you're a fan of people who decide to purchase this fight, decide to spend money on this fight, are not boxing fans. They're fans of spectacles, and they're fans with the potential that Jake Paul might get knocked out with Mike Tyson, because that would give everybody their money's worth. Especially that's your only thing.
Jake Paul might get knocked out by Mike Tyson. Is what? That's the fans want.
That's the only thing that would get anybody's money's worth, because Jake Paul's known as obnoxious. First of all, Mike Tyson is in a weird, not really the underdog, but he's 57 years old.
Correct.
But he's not. But he also was
sciatica issues too, where sometimes he even walks with a cane. He's been videoed with a cane at some of the UFC fights. Mike Tyson sometimes utilizes a cane, and that is because he says his sciatica is so bad. One time he had to get off of a plane.
Yeah, but Joe Logan tells his name. Jake Paul's level of competition has been so low. He hasn't fought any kind of world class competition. Even a low level person, who knows if they're on par with the Mike Tyson, because actually no, that's a crazy thing to say. But
you're talking about like top 100 ranked. You mean
no,
like
top 100 ranked would definitely
ranked.
beat a Mike Tyson. Top 100 ranked, but I don't even take.
You're saying the top 100 boxer will beat Mike Tyson?
Top 100 boxer who's fighting, who's currently ranked. That means they're a professional fighter.
Right.
That means they're professional. All right, but Jake.
I mean, I know what you're saying. I'm just thinking, like,
But Jake Paul,
I want to ask the right questions.
Jake Paul to me is still an amateur fighter. He's fighting these little exhibitions. He's never go freaking 8 rounds. I don't know, or maybe he has debunked me or something. But he's never fought any real competition. He's never really went the actual distance with anybody who can do anything. So I don't. It's not a serious fight. Mike. So I was saying how Mike Tyson's the underdog because he's 57 years old. He's also significantly more likable than Jake Paul.
I agree.
Because he's almost become a beloved figure. He's the most beloved convicted rapist of all times. I'm sorry.
And you had to go there.
No.
But it's true.
No. I don't. That wasn't to say that. That wasn't even to disrespect Mike Tyson. That's to say how funny it is for all the people who completely are against the aggression towards women, the Me Too's and the blue blahs and the hoo-ha's. How Mike Tyson is just walked on by, and in fact, he's getting more opportunities than anybody.
Right.
He's like,
and he's even part of the Mandela
effect. Choose these things.
He's like part of the Mandela effect.
In fact, he's done pretty crazy things. He's done pretty unforgivable things technically. He's freaking maimed somebody,
And now they're best friends.
Yeah. But he probably needs Mike Tyson for any opportunities. Mike Tyson
Mike
provide
Tyson's company.
opportunities.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's company. They're providing the the ear. It's a gummy ear where the ear is ripped off on
He's
the
literally
top
said,
edge.
yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's topsy turvy, man. But the
Mm.
I don't have. I don't have a problem with Mike Tyson benefit having that. I can, that I don't. I can care even less about his rape stuff. That's not my business.
Right.
I know. But the thing is, it's interesting. So he's an underdog as well as a great beloved figure despite his past. So he's definitely going to be
Right.
rooted for. So anybody who's going to be, I guess, even paying that fight is going to be watching. No one's watching it. From what I surmise, and no one's watching to see Mike Tyson. Oh, he's going to get his just desserts. Or like
You don't think there's another side of the
there's I
coin
don't know
where
that other
there's these
side.
haters that are going to
There has
tune
to be
in just so that he
contrarians. There
can,
has to
yeah.
be some contrarians. Contrarians exist, and there has to be a Jake Paul fan that exists. There has to be. There has to be.
A Jake Paul
There has
fan?
to be. They can't all buy it. Some of them have to at least pay for stuff because they like them. They can't all pay for it. Like on 100% hate money. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
I don't understand. His revenue can't come from people who just hate him. Like his probably meet and greets. He probably all this crazy. He has to have some fans. He probably has a lot of people that love him.
Mike Tyson.
No,
Jake Paul.
Paul.
Oh my goodness, by the millions.
Yeah, but I'm saying even though he's like but in the context of this fight, I think if if you have to weigh it one way, it's definitely in the favor of I hope Jake Paul gets his butt knocked out, not just Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson knocks him out,
Right.
then Jake Paul.
Yeah. I think it's definitely it's going to be contrived and organized. It's going to be, I don't think if Jake Paul knocks out, you think about that sound you just heard?
Yeah, that would be shocking me.
That's actually the in these cars they have these little tiny what's the name of them, actuators, and these actuators have these levers, so when the heat is on, it actually maneuvers which part of the car is going to go. This car is a very old car, so those levers are made out of plastic. They're like $400 each, and you got to pull out the whole dashboard. So we're talking about they make it so that they break at a certain time, and that's what we're hearing. We're hearing the levers of the actuators that open and close these panels here. You see, these are the air vents, so that's what the sound you're hearing.
Yeah.
And what I can do is I can turn off the A.
No, that's all right. It's not a big deal. I don't know. My ears are getting sensitive as I'm getting older. But certain sounds, especially sounds I don't know, just startled me.
Right.
Not even necessarily a jumpy guy.
Right. So what I was saying was that I think that there's going to be a conversation about who's getting knocked out and who's not.
Yeah, come on. They got to sell the fight.
Exactly. There's no way. Let me just say this. There's no way a person like Jake Paul, who's never been hit, is going to be able to handle getting hit by Mike Tyson.
But he probably doesn't.
The power punch is the last thing to go. You can be 75 years old and you lay that punch and you turn and you catch that and you punch through your opponent, they're going down. Maybe the old man might break his hand, a little bone in the hand. He could probably, get a little serious tennis elbow. But strength is the last thing to go in a fight. Stamina, of course, is the first thing. So we have to worry about, will Tyson be able to keep... I've seen tons of video of him training, which they're still showing video of him training when he was training for the Roy Jones Jr. fight. So I definitely don't like that. I don't like them showing Mike Tyson in a clip with those blue underwear on. It's not even shorts. He's just got a blue underwear on, and his privates are just his privates are bouncing around like this while he's jumping. I can't even watch that shit.
Yeah, that's to protect your nuts.
No, he didn't have anything on. He just literally was wearing his
just boxers.
Underwear. Not boxers, boxer
the
briefs. It's just a pair of underwears. He's like, he took off his underwears and he did some stuff. This was around the Roy Jones Jr. time. Now they're playing all that crap again. Plus some new stuff with him hitting the medicine ball, and that exercise is great for that sciatic nerve that he has. It's a pounding course slam of the medicine ball, and you hit it so hard it bounces back up. Then you gotta lift it up and slam it again, but you're squatting. So that's helping with his sciatic. I know that. That's like the perfect move. That's like one of the perfect exercise for that sciatic nerve. So he will be victorious if that's part of the plan, or if Tyson, he's really still uncontrollable. And Tyson is not the kind of guy. Tyson is the type of guy who would agree to lose a fight and it still kick your ass.
I don't know about that.
I think Tyson, if he gets in this ring, business and whatever deals he's made will go out the window.
Yeah,
if
but a lot
at
of
any
times
moment
have
it can
changed.
happen.
Times have changed. I don't know with Tyson anymore. He's different now.
Yeah, that's what I thought about my dad. Okay, I looked at my dad. He's an old man. I'm like, this guy, come on.
But even
still,
as a fighter, he never had that much character because he would kind of, when things weren't going his way, he'd kind of wilt. He wasn't really a resilient fighter. So once things stopped going his way, he would just like crumble.
You speak a lot of truth there. I hate that you're telling such truth because I love Tyson.
I should love Tyson. I watch like almost every one of his fights.
Me too.
Yeah, but
so have I. But it's true.
But his losses were fascinating.
True. Yeah, his losses were pretty fascinating. Yeah. He did crumble under what appeared to be like not pressure, but when someone knew that it was just like when Anthony Hopkins beat that Tito Trinidad. Anthony Hopkins realized that Tito Trinidad had no power unless he planted that foot. If he planted that foot and he swung, there was going to be a problem.
Left hook.
And he just never let him plant that foot, and Anthony Hopkins destroyed him. And Tito was like, that was my one-trick pony. And now everyone knows what I'm bad at, and he couldn't make the adjustment, so he retired.
Yeah, I don't even remember that fight, but I do remember B-Hop was a monster.
Yeah, I actually saw that fight too with Anthony Hopkins and this dude.
What was I going to say? Man, but I'm not something else. Felix Trinidad, I didn't really like him.
Say that again?
I wasn't a big Felix Trinidad fan, but Bernard Hopkins.
I was never into Felix Trinidad. Are you kidding me, man? That dude was a joke to me. I mean, he had one power left hook, and that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
De La Hoya, I hated with a passion.
De La Hoya.
Yeah.
I like De La Hoya.
He's a scrubber dub.
Yeah, I like De La Hoya. He looks like he is, and I say this respectfully, but De La Hoya comes across like an old...
What, now he does?
Yeah, an old Hispanic, like, drug dealer, drug user. Like, he's like on 2 grams a day. And he looks like he's one of those kind of guy. He gives off that.
See that?
Yeah, he gives off that like, yeah, I got it under control. Only doing 2 grams a day. Everything is fine. I just need a little pick me up just to get going. I got 4 meetings today. I need to get it popping. He's one of those like he comes across like that. Okay, so any predictions?
I think Jake Paul's gonna win by decision.
Jake Paul by decision.
Yeah.
Okay, my prediction is that Mike Tyson is going to lose his cool, and he's going to step into the evilness, and he's going to hurt him. And maybe, possibly, Jake Paul will be coming out of there in a stretcher.
That'd be a story.
Yeah. Jake Paul will be leaving out of that ring in a stretcher, and I say 3rd round.
That'd be fascinating if you were right. That'd be a story for days. The what's it called? Newspapers would be happy. You fed them for months. That news cycle's go like, oof.
So now we're gonna keep the boxing theme going for a moment. Ryan Garcia, what do you know? Do you know anything about what's going on this week with Ryan Garcia?
I know he was an okay boxer. He got knocked out by Tank Davis. He was in I watched actually a YouTube video about him recently that he recently started to sound kind of punchy. That's like a slang for a boxer trying to sound a little slurred and having trouble speaking.
Right, yeah.
And saying kind of crazy, incoherent things. I don't know if he's supposed to fight Devin Haney or I don't know if that was
something. I can't remember, but I forget it.
I've really been. Yeah, I'm not the biggest. I don't really follow Ryan Garcia that much. But what happened with him?
Well, this week Ryan Garcia was like freaking out in a complete panic, having a manic episode, so to speak. And in this manic episode, he talked about child trafficking, and he came across like he was going to go like stop some kids from getting taken, and it was this huge venting rant of craziness. And oh my God, I'm telling the truth.
He's gonna get it. What's that thing you can call on people to get them taken away?
Oh yeah,
What's
yeah,
that
yeah.
thing called?
5150.
Yeah, 5150. That's what's gonna happen.
So he's also set the record straight the last few days, and he's come back. And,
what? That was the being insane. What do you mean?
yeah,
I was
no,
just
I'm
gonna
not.
hurt
I'm
those
not
people.
insane. And then he also started with a prayer. He prayed. And one of the key things that he said in his prayer was, God, make sure I don't lie. Make sure I only tell the truth. Make sure.
That's
I was
weird.
just like,
See,
whoa,
that's what you waste on the. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
yeah. That was like
That's performative.
yeah,
That's not,
yeah.
it
It was really bad. So we have Ryan Garcia is now getting clout for trying to save the children that are being abducted, and this $150 billion a year business. I don't know who makes up these numbers. How is child trafficking $150 billion a year? Like, whoa! If that's real, that's just disturbing. So he's coming out with what he referred to as stats. They look like there was like 4 things written on the paper, and he's like waving the paper. Look, I have facts. You guys want facts? I'll give you facts. So Ryan Garcia does appear to be out of his mind, or he just had way too many shrooms, or he went down a deep rabbit hole and just like freaked out. He found out some of these numbers and some stories. He probably watched one of those documentaries on Rumble and just like lost his mind. So, respect to Ryan Garcia trying to bring light to the trafficking of children.
It's kind of left
But
field.
it came a little crazy. It came across a little crazy. And I always will say this: put your money where your mouth is, Ryan Garcia. I don't want to see you on the news talking shit. I want to see you with a van with the most serious people in the van, and everybody's got baseball bats. And baseball bats and GoPros. You got the money. You can find out where these houses are, where these kids are. You can go in there. You can bum rush the door and just leave everybody in the hospital. Want to impress me. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear no $1 million man yelling and screaming and crying with a piece of paper. God, make sure I tell the truth about what's going on. Like, shut up, Ryan Garcia. I want to see you in an 18 van. With all an 18 van, but with all like captain's chairs from out of Star Trek, and they all in the Star Trek chairs, and they're on their way to where they know. Because I heard if you got a little bit of paper, you can find out where these places are. This ain't no shit. Ain't no way you can have $150 billion business and there's no access to this business. There's access. Are you kidding me? People gonna be there, And let me see y'all put in that work. Want to save some children. A millionaire.
I mean, good for him, I guess.
Yeah, you're a millionaire. What are you talking about? Who are you waiting for? Like a politician to come solve this problem? Shit. The politicians are going to be at that same party you're going to go raid with your GoPros. Put the GoPro right here in the chest. Everybody got baseball bats and big cans of those big cans that Dog the Bounty Hunter used to use to like
bear mace?
The bear mace, but it's like the size of a pitcher at a bar, and he's like pointing at your finger at the big red button. He's like, put your hands down, lay on the floor, and everybody, they more scared of this huge pepper spray thing getting them than of getting shot.
Oh, that'd make me so mad. I'd charge him just from pointing at me and I get sprayed.
Yeah. And when you get sprayed by these things, your eyes will lock up.
Probably. Yeah,
you're not gonna. It's not gonna be like you can just fight and you're aware. No. Okay, so we got Ryan Garcia, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, and what else is going on? What was I looking at? What? You see, the show's a little sloppy, right? What were we talking about?
How about juncture?
Which juncture was this? Okay, we're gonna go live. 5 minutes. Love you.